How is everybody doing this morning or just on my bed? Hopefully y'all are doing great. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe button. I really do appreciate it if y'all would. Um, what was this? Oh, that's better. Maybe that should be better. Okay. Anyway, let's go to that should be better. I think yellow. It's probably way too much. Oh well. We're going to do um um which one do we do? A Bible in a year? Okay. We're going to do God's presence and promise. Let's go today's message and let's go to Job 3:20. And it says this: Why is light given those in ministry and life to the better of soul? To those who long for death that does not come, who search for it more than a hidden treasure, who are filled with gladness and rejoice with rejoice when they reach the grave. Why is life given to a man whose way is hidden, whom God is hedged for singing and become my daily food. My groan pour out my groans pour out like water. What I fear has come upon me. What I dread has happened to me. I have no peace, no quietness. I have no rest, but only turmoil. Turmoil. Today's devotional. Um, why? Why? Ask your um, ask God why. Oh, why? Ask yourself why. Why is life given to a man who weighs it hidden, whom God has hedged in Jobs 32 or Jobs 3:32. I'm sitting on a I'm sitting I am sitting in our local library. As I write this devotional, not only have I always loved the library, but the space between a place of refuge for me fear, few years back, I had experienced an unexpected change in my work life and I was wrestling hard with the question of why. The quiet inspiration of the library was blessing during a time of personal hurt and healing. Our reading for today finds Job in the desert of circumstance. In just one day, his children died, his flock were wept out, and his servant savage murdered. When Job when Job himself endures boils from the top to bottom. Even his wife tells him to grace God and die. Yet Job doesn't curse God, but Job doesn't curse but God, but he does ask why he was even born. He doesn't take his first, he doesn't shake his fist and give God a piece of his mind, but he questioned the pain. We serve God who is big enough that he can shoulder shoulder the wide question of life. We can't, in our wanted mind, understand or possibly even bear the answer to those questions in the midst of suffering. But God is still listening. If you're enduring or injured a hard thing today, don't be afraid to take your questions and your hurt to God and His perfect timing. He will be helped, or He will help you see His greater plans. And while you wrestle with why He will continue to draw you near. As you pray, ask for obedience, like Job, even in the hardest time. That is it for that. Now let's go to experience God's power at presence. Psalms 23, and it says, a Psalms of David. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in great pleasure or pasture. He led me beside quiet water. He refreshed my soul. He guides me along the right path. He is the name sake. Even though I walk through the darkness valley, I will fear not evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they confirm me. You prepare, you prepare a table for me in the presence of my enemies. You're anointing my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all those days, or all the days of my life. I will dwell in the Lord, or the house of the Lord, forever. Devotional. Dark in the dark valleys. For a part of every year, a shepherd keeps his flocks in the lower lands, wherever grazing is good. When the weather changes and lush grass grows in the mountains, the shepherd leads the shepherd leads or then leads his shepherd or sheep through ravines and valleys to get to a higher place. He knows. I'm just gonna turn that. Probably gonna turn that. That's a lot better actually. Um, he knows the decisions he will be wondering or wonderful, but the journey is a little treacherous. Predators lie and wait in those shadowy valleys. The flock can be sensed the fear, and they depend completely on the balance of their shepherd. He has to be aware of the on the corners and curvies wherever or where wolves and lions lock or lurk. and appetitions of prayer. Without him, the valley would become a place of death. With him, just it's just part of the journey to life. David referred to his unfamiliar and dangerous territory as the valley of the shadows of death. He will inquire with the dark times we go through when we can hardly make sense of what is going on around us. The promise implied in the image is that God will take us through whatever cries we'll face, no matter how fearful or dangerous it is. We don't we don't have to be afraid because our shepherd is walking with us every step of the way. David confessed that he will fear no evil. It is radical statement. He knows how dangerous this fallen, fallen world can be, but he refused to give in fears. He simply and boldly trusts God to know about every possibility, predator, natural disaster, and dangers, and guard against them. The rod of the shepherd's power and the staff of his corrections will comfort him even in the most extreme circumstance. When life is uncertain, when danger threatens, when you are enduring times of transitions, refuse to give in to fear. Learn from David's declarations, fearless, living in a limited choice for us because the shepherd is leading us through even the darkness of valleys, but we do not, or we do have to choose it. When we walk through the dark valleys of deep in step with our shepherds, he will honor his promise to see us through. That is it for me until tomorrow. Um, or well, tomorrow night. Well, tonight, like this. Um, Tomorrow night, Thursday night, I will be on live stream doing my podcast for the LSU baseball game. LSU baseball, the LSU softball game. I'm getting back into um, getting back to a habit to do it every single day. I know it's 2:30. Just got done. So hopefully I'll see y'all tomorrow. If not, it's okay. But just know that God loves you no matter what. And I'll see y'all tonight. See you guys.